the most important miracles in our Naqshbandi Aliyah way is to keep what Allah ordered and Rasulullah, the Sharia yani, of Rasulullah, without asking any reward except pleasing Allah Almighty and the face of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah. Ilahi anta maqsood wa ridaka matlub. And to run away from all forbiddens which Allah forbidding, and say don't approach to these mistakes or badness. And the most important, the conclusion of all the Naqshbandi way built up on وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ مَا أُرِيدُ مِنْهُم مِّن رِزْقٍ وَلَا يُطْعِمُونَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الرَّزَّاقُ ذُو الْقُوَّةِ الْمَتِينُ. That Allah Almighty saying in the Holy Quran, I didn't create a jinn or human being, mankind, to except for worshipping me and be in the halal way, and to leave the shaitan and forbidden way, and to be always progressing in the Sharia of Rasulullah in worshipping without any asking any rewards, even not to look for the rizq, because I, as created them, I am sponsoring them to give them rizq, to give them all what they need in this life, from housing, from dressing, from cureness, from anything they need. I am sponsoring and I am giving. This one of the ayat which Allah swearing by His Almightiness that He is supporting everyone. No need to think about your rizq or your problem. No problem for you if you continue worshipping Allah Almighty for the sake of Allah Almighty, and to be only so pure you're worshipping for Allah Almighty, not for any else, asking any reward from Allah Almighty for this worshipping. And Allah Almighty promising Rasulullah in the night journey, when he was in the Mi'raj, in the Suluk with Allah Almighty, my beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if my servant tell them on behalf of me, if they worship me by a sincere worshipping and not asking anything from me else than to please me, only to be pleased from them, I will be sending from heavens to them food, drinking, dress. No need even to plant or to work to earn their food. I will support by all means to them everything they need, and that in the life of dunya, until they finish their age with my be pleasing from them. As Allah Almighty used to descend on the mother of Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam whenever Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam entering her room, finding all kind of fruits, food, vegetables, all kind of cooked food, and it was not the season of it. And he asked her, Allah, she told them, Allah descending with malaika from heavens to me this. I don't know from where coming. Then there in that room, in that mihrab, Sayyidina Zakaria asked, oh Allah Almighty, give me a boy to inherit the secret of prophecy from me, because it is a place where Allah accepting the dua. This is our Allah Almighty. This is our God. If any rich one or a king or a sultan or a prime minister or a minister, he gave you a open check, you will be very happy. You will be depending that never you will be poor. You can take money as much as you can, and how much Allah Almighty giving us and swearing on His Almightiness that He is giving us everything, but only to be sincere to Him. We are still no confidence on Allah Almighty, doubt on Allah Almighty, and we want to work to earn our rizq, not depending on Allah Almighty. He will give us. Until this one who was burying the people, seeing that Allah turning them their face from the facing Qibla to the other side, because all they were in doubts of the rizq in this life. Even they are Muslims, even they are Mu'min. Never one of us is depending on Allah Almighty. Even you say I depend, tawakkal to Allah, but he's a liar. Like no one depending. Always everyone depending how to get risky from this, from that, from working. Never depend that Allah will send. Why to let me be sincere with Allah Almighty and worship Allah Almighty and not depending except on Allah Almighty. And there is 4 places in the Holy Quran Allah giving us open checks for everything we need in our life, spiritual and physical, that He will be sponsoring without any cutting from us if we are sincere to Him and worshipping Him without asking any reward. And here is story Maulana Grandshaykh saying, once upon a time there was one who has a skill in his hand, and he was a master in the skill, that he taught all the young one of his village how this skill, and all they were the best in this skill in this country. He got old and his hand now shivering a little bit. He was not able to do work. So he said, better for me to go, because his wife then started telling him, now the house is empty, no more food, no more water, nothing we have. How we are going to survive? You are not working, you are not able to work. Go to your students, perhaps they will make you to work with them, anything, yeah, not need to work by your hand, only as advisor for them, and like this. He said, okay. And he went every morning to evening, and every one of his student, look with the murid, how they are very good with the sheikh. And this murid of him and the students say, we are very sorry, we cannot, now you are old, you are shivering, your hand is shaking, we cannot make you to work. Even they are not helping him. All he passed more than 1,000, 2,000 of his murids and students who he taught them, and they are very rich now, and spending all their money on feeding them while he was teaching them. All they refused him and rejecting him. Every day coming back to the house empty hand, telling, well, no one want. Then coming to his heart, why I don't go and be working with Allah Almighty better than all people? I will be work with Allah Almighty, it will be better for me. And Allah promising the one who will be sincere with Allah Almighty and worshipping Allah Almighty, and Allah swearing in the Holy Quran on 4 places, and Shaykh said and Maulana, that He sponsors the one who will be always depending on Allah Almighty and sincere with Allah Almighty, and not asking for any reward except to please Allah Almighty and Rasulullah. He will give him anything he needs. Say, better to go and work with Allah Almighty. So he told his wife, inshallah, today also I will go and search for a work. Then he went every morning before the masjid is open. He went, sit and wait until they open the masjid. At that time they keeping it open from before Fajr by 2-3 hours till midnight. After Isha by 2-3 hours, only they close it when they want to clean the mosque. And so he stay in the mosque till midnight, worshipping, reading Holy Quran by sincere niyyah to Allah. I don't want nothing, but I am only want to please you, Allah Almighty. I am already in the age to meet you. I am repenting and only pleasing you. And I am working with you better than to work with people. 5 prayers, all sunnah, all practicing, because everyone used to have a mazhab, and he has a Sufi way, a sheikh, to guide him in the ways of Allah Almighty. Not only to have a mazhab enough, mazhab, they lead you how to be in Sharia, guiding you in Sharia, but in spirituality and reality, you need an waliya murshid, an awliya, who will be dressed as also by irshad from Allah Almighty, which means by revelation from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This awliya to guide you in this horrible heavenly station to reach to the divine presence of the wahdaniyya of Allah Almighty. And he was like this. First day he told, Alhamdulillah, I got now coming evening nothing. But he told his wife, Alhamdulillah, I got a very good job, but this the owner of this job, the patron, the boss of this job, is a very polite one, and so rich one, and so powerful one, and humble with everyone, and very polite with everyone, showing all kindness for everyone. Alhamdulillah, she said. What he gave you? Nothing. I feel shy to ask him. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, and nothing in his hand, empty hand, empty hand, empty hand coming. What happened? You are working all day till midnight and not giving you anything, even 1 penny to buy. No more have any rice or bread in the house, nothing to eat. What you will do? Don't complain. He will give. He is so rich. He will not leave us. I feel shy to ask him. I feel shy. Even the awliya feel shy to ask, oh Allah Almighty, give us rizq. They feel shy to ask Allah Almighty to give them anything, because Allah knows. And the one sponsoring everyone, and he knows everyone what he needs. So he feels shy. He told her, I feel shy to ask him. Then it was 1 week. It was Thursday evening, after they finished the zikr, Khatm al-Khaja Khan, and finishing all the prayers, midnight. He wanted to return to his house. 1 week now, working with this new boss of him, and to come empty hand to the house, also difficult to show his wife that also 1 week not paying for him. He found a small bag, not bag, this is what you call sack, a bag. He full it with sand from outside the mosque. He found a hill of sand, he full sand, so that when he entered to the house, as if he had something in his hand, bringing to the house. And he came after midnight to the house, and his wife waiting for him on the door. Why so late till now? MashaAllah, this new job of you, and this boss, as you said, so rich, so generous, so kind. After Asr time, the door was knocking, and I opened, and 2, 3 huge ones, never seen like them, and everyone carrying on his head a big tray full with all kind of fresh food, which no one can, even in this village, can cook like this. And they told her, this was sent by the boss of your husband, whom he's working for him. Everyone putting the tray in the house and leaving, and the food was so warm that I want you to come early, at least to eat it warm, not to warm it. We don't have even a fire in the house to warm it, but subhanallah, something from Allah Almighty is still warm as it is. And in every tray, in the middle of it, a huge dish, but it is covered. And so all kind, whatever you like, from kind of whatever cooked things, and whatever you like from fruits, from whatever you like from dessert, in every tray was full. And he sat with his wife, and they ate and ate, and his wife, so sincere and honest, and not even opening to see what there is in the middle of this tray, this dish which is covered. She told him, you open it by your hand and see. And he opened, and they were so surprised. Thousands and thousands of golden coins, all with the picture of Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam from one side, and from the other side, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, dinars, all full. That even the kingdom cannot spend, the treasure of the king cannot buy these golds from him. What she was so sad. What you are working? He said, don't ask. Then what you have in this bag, you are bringing back also with you. What he gave you also? He feels shy to tell her it is only sand. put it aside, hiding. She was insisting. She brought the bag and she opened the bag, but mashallah, full with the timber, not timber, this timber, yani the sand of gold. All the sand Allah is changing in this bag to be golden sand, from which they melted it and will be big bars of gold. And was rewarded for 1 week of serving Allah Almighty, worshipping, and all his worshipping with sincere intention. I don't want anything from you, only to be pleased from me, Ya Rab, and to forgive me for my old past life, and on behalf of all the nation of Rasulullah I am serving. Look what Allah rewarded him. This is the first week. And like this, the 1 hour way, he will be rewarded if he sincerely be following and tracing the steps of Awliyaullah, of Mawlana, of Grandshaykh, all Grandshaykh, of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, of Sayyidina Ali, Sahaba, Radwanullah alayhim, Ahlul Bayt al-Nabi, whom they are tracing the steps of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whom he represents the divinely presence of our Creator, our God, our Lord, Allah Almighty. May Allah forgive us, mercy us. This is enough for today. Inshallah, we continue next day. Inshallah. Wa min Allah tawfiq. Allah, 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 Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultanallah, Allah, 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 Aziz, Allah, 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 Kareem, Allah, 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 Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultanallah. You are the Sultan of Allah Almighty, and we are your weakest servant. Ya Rab, dress us by your Ridwanullah al-Akbar and Ridwan Rasulullah al-Akbar, by your love, to be loving you, loving Rasulullah, and to be the beloved for us, and Rasulullah beloved for us, and to be beloved for you, beloved to Rasulullah, to Grandshaykh, to Mawlana Shaykh, and to each time of Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam, or send us back in time of Sayyidina alayhi salam, to be sincere lovers and followers for him, and beloved to him, بحرمة الحي بحرمة الفاتحة. This Sahaba is on the Zulqa'dah of 19,067. 19,000, Zulqa'dah of 19,067. The date of it. Now we drink tea, inshallah. Allah send you all this book.
Cool.
All, yeah. We will continue. It is full with coming secrets and full with jewels, little by little. Very nice. This one, Sahaba, more than 40 pages, one khatm khajatan. With the khatam, Grandshaykh used to make the Sahaba. Fatiha. مولد النبي. Put this in front of them. Put it here. To all. Shahzadi also. All of you. All of you. How many minutes?
More than 1 hour.
This only 2-3 pages. 2 pages.
Guidance is hidayah. Guidance is hidayah. Guidance.
Hidayah. Hidayah. Tawfiq mean
English.
Tawfiq mean Tawfiq, that Allah give you power to fulfill the thing. Tawfiq, موفق للخيرات والطاعات, that Allah will give you power and energy to do everything which Allah likes and Rasulullah, and to continuously do it. Dawam, continuous. Dawam al-Tawfiq. Not one day, next day to stop, as we are doing now. One day we are free, one day people busying us, not doing anything. For this awliya Allah Maulana, not the Grandshaykh, Maulana Shaykh Nazim and Manjas, all night not sleeping, continuing their daily practicing. Grandshaykh 24 hours, over 24 hours, talking, practicing, talking, practicing. Never stopping the tasbih in his hand. Before anyone to come every morning after Ishraq, he recite 1-2 juz of Holy Quran, Dalal Khairat, then all day practicing 124,000 Allah Allah by tongue and heart, 24,000 Salawat al-Sharif on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, 1,000 Ikhlas al-Sharif, 50,000 La ilaha illallah, and all the daily practicing continue. Day and night, not less than 200-300 rak'at, you will be finishing. 24 hours. Now, if you want to pray 2 rak'at additional, he will tell Allah, I pray for you 2 rak'at, what you wrote me, what you are not with me. And now, also, people put chairs and sit, cannot bend our knee. But if there was over us one like Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu, you see, one can say, I cannot bend my knee. He will flap him firstly, he will bend his knee. Unless you will be like at the end of the life of Rasulullah, sitting on the earth and praying. Never he liked to sit on even a soft mattress or anything and to pray on it. Now he is allowing for the one who is totally finished, cannot, to sit on a chair and to pray. Even though Maulana Shaykh Nazim, he say, nothing in my life was so making me feeling well done, I am not able to go to sujood, down to the earth. And now you see all people sitting on chairs, the most full with chairs, like chicken, raising their head, putting their head. Why? We cannot bend our knee. Half of the mosque now in our country, like a church, like churches, or banks, and half of it for people praying standing, or like me sitting, but obligatory standing. Then, but year after year, the banks, like church, more and more, more and more. Now even in Haram of Makkah and Medina, they put like these chairs which will be folded, but outside and near the door, everyone will took one. They put number for them also. When you are going out, you return. Allowing. This is allowed for ones whom they are either operated or over 80 or 90 years old, no more able to pray. So not to be not praying, they are يعني Allah giving them permission to pray sitting, or even if a sick one can pray laying down on the mattress by his eyes. Even if you are traveling, you can pray on riding a camel or a donkey or a horse, and you can pray. Allah gives permission in these things. But in your healthy, good condition to say, I cannot bend, why you cannot bend? Hey, pain, a ways of pain for Allah Almighty. Tolerate the pain. How much I am tolerating pain? Not one moment without pain. There is painkiller. No, I don't take medicine. Take medicine better and pray standing or properly and make sujood better than to sit and say I cannot bend. Why you don't take medicine? Chemical medicine, perhaps they will make me to die early. Die better for you. Go to Allah Almighty. They're better than here. What's there here? Only problem? Anything other than problem? Why problem? Because no one anymore sincere is Allah Almighty or depending on Allah Almighty. For this Allah sends the problem. No one except doubts in his risky. No one saying tawakkaltu ala Allah.
When we don't get it, we get sad, very depression.
He asked Maulana how you are sponsoring your Zawiya and spending on people. He say every night after midnight, all they sleep, I go up to the roof. I put my prayer mat and pray to Rak'ah. I say, oh Allah Almighty, send me my risky. And then it will be raining dollars over me. I collect, come down. I spend all this day. Next day, the same I do. He was making Grandshaykh, he said in his life, the Malaika Allah appointed to me through his Shaykh also. I appoint them to Manai Shaykh Nazim. Never Manai Shaykh Nazim was using money or touching money. Then he appoints for him this Malaika. Whenever he put his hand in his pocket, whatever he need, it will be in his hand. How much he need? Anytime. Like this, awliya Allah. Allah will send for them. One awliya in our country long ago, this 1900, it's called Muhammad Ali al-Umari, from descendant of Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab. So he migrated from Morocco, came and stayed in Lebanon by the order of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He wanted to buy a house, and they asked for his house, but a big house because he wanted to make Zawiya also inside. And near it there is a land he wanted also to make it as a cemetery. So they asked at that time, 1900, for 100 golden coin, big one, not small one, and equal now 1 ounce every golden coin. And he said, okay. And they know that he doesn't have anything from where he will, he said, and they didn't mention to bargain the price. Say, okay, yalla, count, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, to the owner of that house and land, count. And he started to make his hand like this, and golden coin coming, until he told him enough of 100 already, and still coming. Then he saw, take. They used to show miracles, the 40 ways. Now, no permission for miracles. Now miracles will come to you without feeling. All of a sudden you see Allah wish for you something to have, giving you something. From where you don't have this. From where come? Say tawakkaltu ala Allah. Don't depend on your power and yourself. Always depend on Allah Almighty. and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will have everything. But if you depend on your power and yourself, you will be the word then between the people. And you will be dropped down from the eye of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah, and beg you to be totally not coming out of this life except bankrupt, even no money for a funeral, for your funeral. See, orphans, of whom they throw their children, Allah deal with them, these people, these children, these orphans, that when they grow up, and also sponsored by Allah Almighty, no father, no mother, nothing, so very rich, so very high rank, have everything, loved by everyone. From who this coming to them? From father and mother, of whom they are thrown on a door of a mosque or a door of a church or a door of a orphanage or discipline, they throw them. Then someone good heart, he will take them, sponsor them, then they will be, subhanAllah, Allah will make them the best between people. Because Allah sponsoring, he say, وَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ. Rasulullah was orphan. Allah made him the Lord of children of Adam alayhi salam. And Abu Jahl, who was the Lord of his people, he was the cursed and thrown in the well when he died, and day of judgment in hell, in Jahannam. Namrud, the tyrant of Prophet Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, what happened to him? He was the tyrant, the king, emperor, so zalim. Allah sent a virus like dinky entering into his nose and to all his soldiers and his people, and was eating their brain. Several nights finished, died. And he used to tell his ministers and his people around him, bring your shoes and hit my head, because he feel as if it is a painkiller for him. So all the slippers, yalla, beating his head. This is the end of him. This is the end of tyrants. Drink tea, go.
After listening to your sohbet, after listening to your sohbet, I feel I've been going to send to Jahannam.
No, inshallah. The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam teach the Sahaba, the awliya teach us Jannah, Jahannam to be for us the same. Jannah, Jahannam, wherever Allah wants to put you, He is the owner of this, He is the owner of this. If He wants to put you in Jahannam and make it for you Jannah, paradise, as He made the fire of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam to be Jannah, paradise, and the dinner table, fountain of water, nothing to touch Him. Awliya, Sultanul Arifin, Sayyidina Faiz al-Bastami, he say, oh Allah Almighty, make body so huge, fitting 7 Jahannam, so no one else can be thrown in Jahannam except me. Only be happy from me. Oh Allah, be pleased. Only they want Allah to be happy from them and to be pleased from them, happy from them and Rasulullah, and they don't care. Wherever Allah will send them, Allah create Jannah, Allah create Jahannam. For Him the same. And people are crazy. Why they are crazy people? Because in the night journey, in the Mi'raj, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after visiting, after descending from Allah Almighty, from His reality, one beam of light, then He was visiting all Jannah. Then asked Allah Almighty also, He want to visit Jahannam. And Allah ordered the Sayyidina Malik, the keeper of Jahannam to open the doors and the cover of Jahannam, and he ordered Jahannam to reduce its fire and the
Torment.
hot of it, yani, like something one tolerate, so that Rasulullah, his beloved Muhammad, can tolerate to enter and to see all the 7 Jahannam from the lowest valley to the up, how they are punished by Allah Almighty, and he visit all of them. Then he say, oh Allah Almighty, as for me you make it like this, keep it forever like this. And Allah accept his dua. Until now Jahannam is the same as when Rasulullah he was visiting it. And when Rasulullah stepped on it, you think what Allah will be dealing with the ones inside Jahannam. And Allah sent the Rasulullah to be the mercy for all. Allah will mercy them. Only Allah will punish our bad deeds, our bad amal, our bad niyyah, all our satanic physical body, our egoistic physical body. This will be punished because they are inheriting proudness and challenging Allah Almighty. You are, we are. Hey, see what I'm going to do. This will be punished. But the one who's humble and confessing and repenting, Allah will punish him. You see, Allah created us to barbecue us. Allah created us because He loves us and crowned us by His greatest name and honored us. Malaika, Allah didn't honor them. Jinn didn't honor them. Animal didn't honor them. Allah say, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. I honored only children of Adam alayhi salam. Let us stay still. Oh. Lemon is good for the flu and
Let me try it.
also for diabetics, burn or the excess sugar. Allah saying on this ayat that everyone I create them, instead to say shukr, he's challenging me. Khasimun mubin. He is enemy to Allah Almighty. You are, I am. Also I am. And then you will see what you will be. فإذا هو خصيم مبين. ده يعني سورة ياسين. فإذا هو at the end of the Surah Yasin, Allah Almighty. وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له ولا ذكر وقرآن لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول الكافر. أولم يرى الإنسان وأنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين. It's not the mankind, the human being, see that I created him from this sperm. Sperm, they say, coming from his father and mother. Sperm. And then he is خصيم مبين. He is enemy to Allah Almighty, challenging him, making himself duality with Allah Almighty. I am also a second. You are Allah and Allah. فإذا هو خصيم مبين. And he is only created from a sperm. Then when he grows, he is khasimun mubin, is challenging and making enmity with Allah Almighty and challenging Allah Almighty. And even more like Fir'aun, he say, أنا ربكم الأعلى. I am the greatest God of you. Allah make him the dethroned. And then he realized that he is nothing except a less than an insect. And they say, آمنت. Then he say, I believe. آمنت بالذي آمنت به بنو إسرائيل. I believe by what the children of Israel believed, and I am from the mu'mins, I am from the believer. وأنا من المؤمنين وأنا من المسلمين, and I am from the Muslims, whom they are submitting themselves, surrendering themselves to Allah Almighty. Allah told him, then not scolding him, but Allah telling him, till now, Ya Fir'aun, الآن, till that moment, until you announce your Islam, الآن, when you are in your power, never announcing, now you are announcing. Even though Allah saying, you announce, but for your this announcing, I am going to save you by your body now. نجيك ببدنك. So that to be a ayah for the children of Israel, because they were in doubt also in Allah Almighty that Fir'aun is still existing and Allah cannot defeat him and finish him. So he saved his body and showing his dead body to them, making to float over the water, that seeing all of them that he already finished. Until now, children of Israel, if you mention the name of Fir'aun in front of them, they will look behind them. Like the Syrian, if you mention the name of President Hafez al-Assad, they will look as if he's still existing. They are so scared. Like this tyrants. For this Allah say, don't make yourself tyrant on anyone. Always show your humbleness and politeness. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told, oh Umar, I will get angry and then I will not make shafa'ah for you. If even I passed away and you show your angerness or your power on anyone of creation or my nation or any man of a human being, always show your total humbleness and weakness. In front, even the weakest one, show you are weaker than him. Don't take your sword at all, unless in fighting. Because he used to get angry from anyone, quickly take sword, cut his neck. All tyrants, all Fir'aun, all leaders, where they are now, from time of Adam alayhi salam till day of judgment, where they are, underground, dust finished, until Allah Almighty in day of judgment He will say, to whom the kingdom today? Liman al-mulku al-yawm. No one to answer. All dust finished. Allah will answer Himself by Himself. Lillahi al-wahid al-qahhar. To me, to Allah Almighty. لمن الملك اليوم. No one. لله الواحد القهار. Allah will answer Himself by Himself. لله الواحد القهار. For Allah, the not only one, the lonely one. لله الواحد, the lonely one. And for this Allah describing His essence of absolute identity by Ahad, uniqueness. Ahad, He didn't say Wahid, because if you say Wahid, mean can put a second, a third. But when you say Ahad, finish. Cannot put anything in front of it. No duality. But if you say one, can be a two. can be a 3, can be a 4, can be a 5. And every one put a 1 near it, it will be 1 put a 1, it will be 2. 2 put a 1 near it, it will be 3. 3 put a 1, it will be 4. But when it is ahad, 1, nothing can be added to it. No duality. And they explain it in English to be uniqueness, but really no duality. Ocean of no duality. Even all whatever in this ocean of lights and creations by Allah Almighty, but no one partnership to the other, and no duality from anyone to Allah Almighty. Never giving to them from himself, never taking anything from another, or no equality to him. Allah Almighty.
Very good boss.
Yeah, very good. Sending Malaika from Jannah, food and golden coin for 1 week.
Send Grandshaykh for us too. Sending Grandshaykh for us too. Right.
And we waste all our age useless. What benefit now? When one is old, what he can do? When he was in his power, he didn't serve. Now when he's old, what he can do? I cannot bend my knee. And some of them young, 40 years old, 50 years old, sitting on the chair. Cannot bend my knee. Pain. You cannot tolerate the pain for seconds to make sujood and come up. No, the doctor told me not to bend my knee. And the doctor is your God. And your God, Allah Almighty, telling you, go to sujood, make ruku'. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا يغفر نعمك في مزيده كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك الكريم سلطانك العظيم يا الله. نعم جليل الله بركات خير وشفاعه رسول الله. اللهم زد ولا تقل لا شر النبي سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وصحبه وذو أستاذنا وأستاذنا يكون ومن المسلمين. الفاتحة. Go and rest tomorrow, inshallah. Same time.